Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Diane McConaughey, a local realtor and associate broker in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're considering a move or relocating to Pittsburgh, make sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about the cost of living in the Pittsburgh area. I will cover housing costs, average salaries, living expenses, including groceries, utilities, transportation, and the ever so fun taxes. A little factoid to start out with, in 2020, Pittsburgh was ranked the #1 relocation city in the United States because of its low cost of living. In 2021, though, we actually slipped to #2 behind Durham, North Carolina. To give you some perspective as to what we mean by the Pittsburgh metropolitan area, it's made up of 7 different counties. Allegheny County is actually where the city of Pittsburgh is located, and the other 6 counties surrounding Pittsburgh are Armstrong, Beaver, Butler, Indiana, Washington, and Westmoreland counties. On average, about 45% of the people in Pittsburgh are homeowners, with the rest of them being renters. Housing in Pittsburgh is very affordable compared to other major U.S. cities. The average price of a single-family home in Pittsburgh is around $190,000. This is actually up significantly from previous years. I'm sure you all know that it's been an incredibly active seller's market, and prices just have continued to increase over the past couple of years. So the average price here is about $190,000 compared to cities like New York, that's $765,000, Chicago, $300,000, a city very similar in size is Columbus, Ohio at $210,000. And on the eastern side of Pennsylvania, the average price there is about $231,000. The average sales price per square foot in Pittsburgh is about $159. Compared to Philadelphia at $193 and New York at a whopping $649 per square foot. With the average home price taken into consideration at about an average of $190,000, you can expect your monthly mortgage payment to be about $1,100 as compared to New York at $3,500. And that $1,100 would be based on an average down payment of anywhere between 10 and 20%. And the interest rates, they're at an all-time low, so that's going to have a factor as well. These calculations are based on a 30-year fixed mortgage. If you're renting in Pittsburgh, on average, it's going to be about 60% lower than what it is in New York City. An average apartment, 1-bedroom apartment here is going to cost about $1,000 and be about 900 square feet. The next category that I'll provide an overview on is salaries. The average salary in Pittsburgh is about $61,000. 2 of the largest employers in the city are healthcare companies, which is UPMC. They actually employ about 50,000 people, followed by Highmark Health, which is also known as Allegheny Health Network. Believe it or not, the federal government is Pittsburgh's 3rd largest employer, followed by University of Pittsburgh, and rounding out the top 5 is PNC Financial Services. Grocery and utility expenses in Pittsburgh are right around the average in the U.S. Your basic utility expenses, including gas, electric, water, sewage, they'll be about $175 a month. And your grocery expenses, you can expect those to be about $300 per month, which is actually about $11 a day. If you take a look at our healthcare and housing expenses, they're considerably lower and much more affordable than the U.S. average. One of the few areas, though, that we see higher than the U.S. average is Pittsburgh's transportation expenses. You see that this area is higher than any other area in the U.S. on average, and it's attributed to the fact that our gas prices are so high. And Pittsburgh is a very car-dependent city. Even though we have a small city and you can bike anywhere and walk anywhere, public transportation is not as advanced as many other cities. We do have a mass transit system in the outlying areas and in the city, but it continues to cut back every year. We do have a light rail system, but it only services a minimal amount of areas in the south of the city and within the city limits. To ride the rail system, a daily rate is around $250, and if you want to get a monthly pass, you can do that for about $100 a month. Gas prices are really high in Pittsburgh. As I mentioned in my previous video, we do have a lot of taxes on our gasoline. I think I read somewhere that the average tax on gas in our area is about 60 cents, which is absolutely crazy. The average price of gas in Pittsburgh is about $3.20 per gallon, which puts us about 10 cents higher than the national average. Taxes, the sales tax rate in Pittsburgh and all of Pennsylvania is 7%. Income tax or wage tax is 1%, but in the city, it's actually a whopping 5%. And I know the next one always floors buyers, but there's also a real estate transfer tax, which is 2%, 1% to the locality and 1% to the state. And if you live in the city, it's a whopping 5% there as well for a transfer tax. The only positive to the real estate transaction transfer tax is that the buyer pays half and the seller pays half during a transaction. So hopefully you found this information useful in helping you better understand the cost of living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. If you're considering a move or relocating to Pittsburgh, make sure that you check out my other videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you need any help with real estate in Pittsburgh and the surrounding areas, be sure to contact me by phone or by email. Again, I'm Diane McConaughey, full-time realtor and associate broker with RE/MAX Select Realty. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.